2017. Camera people, Hannah and Daniel. Video engineer, producer, and sound engineer, Edward. Teleprompter and prompter, Myra. News anchor, Nick. Meteorologist, Devin. And this is the news director, the coach of the New York Jets, and that horrible team that has 3 games to go. And now the news.
Good afternoon and welcome to the DCTV4H Evening News and Weather Station weather program. Help keep our kids' news show in the air by becoming sponsored. By sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. This story is from the Cortez Journal. The latest research in biofuels used in an unsuspecting organism. Scientists from Synthetic Genomics, Inc., SGI, and ExxonMobil have developed a strain of algae able to convert carbon into a record amount of energy-rich fat, which can then be processed into biodiesel. While algae uses CO2 to generate fat is not new, it's the amount of fat produced by algae that's noteworthy. Fatty algae makes the strain more fit to eventually produce biofuels at an industrial scale. Success in developing algae-based biodiesel at commercial levels will provide a number of tangible benefits. The fuel emits fewer greenhouse gases than most conventional energy sources, and that will help strengthen our ongoing transition to low-emission energy resources. Also, unlike other biofuel feedstocks such as corn, algae production at an industrial scale will not stress food production. SGI has long been a leader in using synthetic biology and genomics to create systems that help solve global sustainability challenges. Their work has had a lasting impact on the fields of pharmaceuticals, vaccines, and nutritionals. With ExxonMobil, they're tackling substantial energy through algae. To boost fat production, SGI scientists worked with their counterparts at ExxonMobil as nutritionists of sorts, tweaking the part of the algae genome responsible for the assimilation of nitrogen, an essential nutrient. The Trigen algae with about 40% of its mass as fat. That's more than double the fat content of conventional algae. It was a true eureka moment when we knew what we had, said Rob Brown, SGI's senior director and lead scientist of the algae project. After testing and retesting the breakthrough, ensuring it was wasn't just false positive, a cheer went up in the lab. If you can imagine people doing cartwheels down the hall, that's what it feels like after years of research to move the needle in such a substantial way. The following story is from the Denver Post. Video shows a man chasing 12-year-old Aurora student, throwing him to the ground. A man chased after a 12-year-old boy and threw him to the ground after an object hit his car Monday afternoon. The incident was captured on video by the boy's girlfriend. His friends watched and tried to intervene. At about 4:30 p.m., Bram Pappas, and about 10 other schoolmates were walking home from the Aurora Thunder Ridge Middle School, where Bram is in 7th grade. His father, Eric Pappas, said the kids have been throwing around a glove near South Cicely Street and East Powers Avenue. The glove hit a man's car, Eric Pappas said. The driver's 46-year-old Lee Brandt stopped and got out. The video shows Brandt sprinting after a boy, catching him up to him as the kid watched. Brandt grabs the boy, throws him to the ground, at which point the kids are seen running around the two. Brandt said whatever hit the car was in the glove, noting it hit his car pretty hard, he said. He wasn't sure why the kids were throwing something at him. He said he didn't have a comment. I just really haven't had time to soak this in, he said. It happened so fast last night. Bram had a headache and red welts on his elbows, Eric Pappas said. Bram told him he had been throwing a glove back and forth, but he hadn't been the one to throw the glove out of the car. He's just kind of shook up, Eric Pappas said of Bram, more shaken than physically injured. The stories from the Durango Herald. Hyperloop firm Arvo to create 200-mile-per-hour traffic busting tubes in downtown Denver. Arvo founder Brogan Pam Brogan joined Colorado Transportation's officials in Denver Tuesday to announce a partnership to create a network of roadside tubes at the congested heart of the city. The promise is to whisk drivers in their cars to their destinations at speeds up to 200 miles per hour. The public-private player includes Arvo, the Colorado Department of Transportation, and E-470, Public Highway Authority, which operates a 75-mile-per-hour user-financed toll road running along the eastern perimeter of the city. The Arvo test site will be near E-470 and groundbreaking is slated for early 2018. Dan Brogan says Arvo's first commercial system could be in 2021, depending on funding, regulatory, and public perception hurdles. By way of pinching the Arvo system, DOT officials speculate the network of tubes filled with high-speed trays to carry cars could cut 1 hour and 10-minute drive from downtown to the airport to a 9-minute Arvo ride. 1 hour slowed down the state's busy Boulder to Denver highway corridor will take 8 minutes. Dan Brogan said the idea is to use existing highway right-of-ways to install above-ground tubes to help commuters cheat traffic by granting them express trips in their own cars to popular destinations. Why not just build a train? I have a young son, and my car is filled with everything I need for him. So not taking my car often is a great option, he said. RVO system is notably different from more sci-fi versions of the Hyperloop. The name Tesla CEO Elon Musk gave to his transportation system in a white paper he wrote in 2013. That vision, one pursued by RVO, rival Hyperloop 1, involves above or below ground vacuum-sealed tubes inside which magnetically levitated pods can travel up to 700 miles per hour. Now here are dumb laws in Iowa. It's a crime to use a dead person's handicap parking sign or license plate. Man with a mustache never kissed a woman in public. One-armed piano players must perform for free. It's a violation of the law to sell or distribute drugs or narcotics without having first obtained the appropriate Iowa drug tax stamp. Tanning beds of facilities must warn the risk of getting a sunburn. A board was created to regulate, among other things, hearing aids. Ministers must obtain a permit to carry their liquor across state lines. All boxes used to pick up hops must be exactly 36 inches long. In Dubuque, any hotel in the city limits must have a water bucket and a hitching post in front of the building. In Fort Madison, any hotel in the city limits must have a water bucket and a hitching post in front of the building. In Indianola, the ice cream man and his truck are banned. Now here is Devin with the weather.
Current weather. The current temperature is 54 degrees. The high for today was 59 degrees. The low was 26 degrees. The wind has been between 1 and 5 miles per hour to the northwest. The gust has been up to 13 miles per hour. The barometer is at 30.28 inches and is falling. The humidity is at 15%. There has been no 1/100th of an inch of moisture measured today by DCTV weather station. Moisture for the month is 0/100th of an inch. Moisture for the year is 7.96 inches. Now for the big map. Anyways, so most of the country is clear and sunny except for a part of the north right over there from Dakotas into Minnesotas. There is a mixture of rain and snow. From the southern Minnesota into Michigan and angling down to Virginia's back through Vermont, there is snow. Yeah, over there somewhere. And the northwest side of Maine has some snow. Yeah, way over here. Yeah. And here's our DC TV 5-day forecast. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high of 53, low of 24. Thursday, high sunny, high 48, low of 21. Friday, mostly sunny, high of 49, low of 24. Saturday, mostly sunny again, high of 46, low of 21. Sunday, also mostly sunny, high 45, low of 22. Where's the snow? Oh. Anyways, now for our climate change report. CO2 carbon dioxide is one of the principal causes of climate change and is the most important thing that we report on the CO2 weekly change. CO2 traps heat in the atmosphere, which causes climate instability, resulting in significant swings worldwide of moisture and hot and cold temperatures. But it is important to note that the overall long-term climate trend is that the planet is getting warmer. The following CO2 numbers in parts per million for the week of December 10th is 406.7. Last week is 406.36. 1 year ago is 403.92. 10 years ago was 383.65. 50 years ago was 321.96. Thank you, Dr. Peter Tans of the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration and Michael McGee of the CO2 Earth website for this information. Remember, you can keep your kids' show on air by buying a sponsorship. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. Thank you. Now back to our news director.
And that is the end of today's DCTV 4-H evening news program. This is your news director, the coach of the New York Jets, the woeful New York Jets, saying good night and thank you for watching.